Let's get this thing going here. Happy Tuesday. If I look a little frazzled, it's because I've been working really hard. I'm looking forward to taking a little break. Okay, let's make sure I'm going and then we'll get going here. All right. We are live. I'm just going to mute myself on Facebook. Keep an eye on the group. I have like 9,000 tabs open on my computer, and I am super excited to share with you the outcome of our retreat and kind of what I've been working on, something I've been working on for a while, and something that is, and some new stuff as well. This is one of these calls I'm going to get ready, buckle up your chin strap, get ready to drink out of a fire hose. It's coming at you hot and heavy. Most of this information is pretty self-explanatory. Some of it's a little technical, okay? So when it comes to the technical stuff, if you find yourself, don't worry. The call's recorded, okay? I'll be giving you a YouTube link as well. You can go back to it, and you can watch me do what I do when we get into the Canva section of what we're going to talk about today. So, first of all, the retreat was awesome. We have done, I don't even know how many of these, a lot. And we've done a lot of other meetings and, different trainings and all kinds of stuff. And every one of them is totally different. Everybody always wants to know, what are you going to talk about? What's it going to be like? I don't know until I know who's going to be there. And then we sort of figure out what the best way to utilize the time and the talent that we have is. So when we have a larger event, the larger events look like me speaking to a group of people. And I mean larger event, I mean like more than like 15, 20 people is a large event. Me speaking to a group of people. Then Monica speaking to the group of people. Then Cindy speaking to the group of people. Maybe Chris Reed would have spoken to the group of people. Since we had a smaller group, okay, less than 10, now instead of sitting in the group and getting spoken to, you get to participate. And you get to be a part of what's going on. And what we did mostly was have brainstorming sessions. And I think that a bunch of us kind of came in with ideas. I had an idea, as I'm going to show you here in a minute, but it needed direction. It needed some refining, and it needed some more purpose, I guess, is maybe what I wanted to say, and focus. Monica had an idea that was fantastic. Chris Reed had a great idea, and other people who were there had great ideas as well. And everybody then got to contribute and say, oh, hey, what if we did this? What if we did that? And what we decided to do is to create a calendar. I'm calling it the plan. All right. So the plan is going to be a monthly planning calendar that we put out early in the month, probably let's say the last team call of the month. We'll focus on what the plan is for the next month. Okay. I'm going to show you a sort of rough calendar here. Let me see if I've got a fresh draft of it. Sorry, literally just like working on this. That's not it. I'll just use the old one. Okay. Share my screen. All right. It's going to look a little bit different than this. We're just making it prettier, basically, but it's going to have all of the same basic information in it. If we have a product launch, you'll have the product launch on there. You're going to kind of see there's going to be some things that repeat every month. A couple things that are repeating every month. We don't have a product launch every month. We are going to have a featured product. You see on the side there. Featured product this month is going to be Energize. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Every month, we are going to pick a product. Pretty sure there'll almost always be what we like to call like add-on products, right? So not necessarily Shakeology, right? Shakeology is such a flagship product that most people who are serious about this thing are drinking Shakeology. Then we want them to try Energize. We want them to try Power Greens. We want them to try the bars. We want them to try digestive health, those sorts of things, collagen, right? So the way we're going to do that is by featuring one product every single month. And I'm going to show you later kind of how that's going to go and what the flow of that looks like. You'll see the Energize focus over there on the Monday dates. That'll make sense once I kind of get back to what we're doing here. The other things you're going to start to see is the business opportunity presentations and new coach orientation those will for the most part, those will be twice a month. So they'll rotate, right? We'll have 1 week we do the business opportunity. The following week we'll do a new coach orientation. The hope and the plan here is that what's going to happen is on Tuesday, we'll do a business opportunity presentation. That's going to give you a week to get your prospect signed up, or at least get an answer from them, yes or no. If they sign up, Beachbody's got a new training program, which we're going to incorporate into the Fit Club Network coach training system. And I'll show you that like here. So normally at the Fit Club Network, right, we have our training website, and here under training, there's these drop downs that have 3 different levels of training. There's going to be a 4th one. It's going to be new coach welcome training. What that is right here under training and get started. They just uploaded these this morning. So this is all brand new. Cool thing about this, all this training together takes less than 25 minutes. It's super introductory level stuff. Setting up your business, starting your first group, introduction to Saskatchewan Shakeology, little overview on the coach office, super, super basic stuff. Not the type of foundation you need in order to run a successful coaching business. Maybe, okay? Why do I say maybe? Because you may be, or your new coach. So here's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm talking about drinking out of a fire hose today, and I'm getting texts left and right. I'm just gonna close that down. Go back to the calendar. So the idea is by the time that they get on this new coach orientation call, they've done that base level of training. Okay, what we're going to do on the new coach orientation call is we're just going to say to them, look, there's kind of 4 different types of people who get involved with this business. You're probably somewhere on this spectrum. The first group of people are people who just want the discount. That's all they want. Okay. The second group of people are people who want to make a couple of bucks, maybe get their supplements paid for, something like that, and participate with the group, and maybe turn a few people on, have the option to make some commissions selling some products. The third group of people want to make about $500 to $1,500 a month and probably attend, or at least maybe attend, our annual Success Club trip, come to Summit, get real involved with the community, bring a few people in, and see where this thing can go for them. And the fourth group of people are people who want like a full-time income out of this thing, okay? They're somewhere on that spectrum, okay? Depending on where they're at, we're going to recommend a training program for them, okay? If you're just a discount person, you don't need a lot of training. You need to know where the shop button is. That's pretty straightforward. But if you're like a level 2 person, you want to make a couple of bucks, first 30 training. Level 3 person, probably want to go through all 3 of these, Level 4, for sure, you need to know this stuff if you're going to build a business here, okay? And we'll make those recommendations as we do that. These bi-monthly. We're not doing one this month, because it's just the way the calendar lays out. But we'll be doing these bi-monthly as well as the biz ops. The business opportunity presentation is also going to be really cool, because what we're doing there is we're going to have, let me just stop this share. We're going to have a group of leaders who join us in doing this. It's not just going to be me every week. It's not just going to be Monica. There's going to be a group of people who are going to be doing this with us. And we're going to record all these calls, and then we're going to create a library of the calls that has all these different business opportunities from very different people, okay? The way I present the business is not necessarily the way Monica does it. We have different backgrounds. We have different, we come from different worlds. We speak differently. We have different cadence in our voice. Somebody who may respond really well to Monica may not respond really well to me. And I want to make sure that we have those opportunities for people to hear from different types of people. So just as an example, Chris Reed is one of the people who's a big piece of this. If Chris Reed does the call, the caption underneath his call is going to describe who Chris is. That, he lives in Texas. He's married. He's got kids. He used to be a police officer. So if you have somebody from that part of the country, or you have somebody who's a guy, maybe is a cop or a firefighter, or, maybe even military, something like that. I'm sure we'll have other people who, check off some of these other boxes. You can direct them to that business opportunity presentation and be pretty confident that Chris is going to be speaking a language they really understand. Whereas if you have that same person and we have somebody who is more focused on helping women, right? And there's people in our team that are that way, which is fine, of course. But it's a different voice. That's not what he needs to hear, right? He needs to hear Chris's voice, for example, and vice versa, right? So what we do is we create this whole library. I think we're going to get a delivery here. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, we got delivery, so I'm gonna need to sign for that. Why does this guy always come at when I'm on a team call? So that's the business opportunity presentation, as well as the new coach orientation that we're going to be doing. So the idea is that we'll have a biz up the following week. That's going to give you a week to get your prospects signed up, get them started, and start them with that new coach welcome stuff. Have them get their back office set up, have them kind of poke around, kick the tires a little bit. Then one of us, and again, we'll rotate these as well. One of us will be able to come in and do a little bit more of a new coach orientation, try to get them focused on, okay, so here's kind of what we want you to work on, because your goals are a level 3 person, for example, right? $500 to $1,500 a month. Cool. Now I know where you're at, and I know how best to support you in achieving those goals. If your goal is just to be a discount person, that's cool too. I need to know that so I can help you support. And as you're sponsoring people, that's one of these key things, is we have to set expectations. I need to grab this delivery real quick. I will be right back. All right, many apologies for that interruption. Okay, so back to our monthly calendar and kind of what's going on as part of this. And I'm just going to real quick see if we have questions. We're also going to make this really easy. You know, when we have like the business opportunity presentation, it'll have the same URL every time, a lot like the team call does. Makes it easy for people to find. And we're going to create a lot of resources that are going to help you share the invitation to the business opportunity, okay, which I'm going to get to in just a second. So I'm just kind of checking to see if we have questions or anything. Okay, let's talk a little bit about, I want live power hours is the other thing. You don't see this on the calendar, but one of the things you're going to start to see is us sharing power hours, okay? We all do our power hour at a different time, okay? So I don't want to put it on the schedule, it's every day at noon or whatever. And then it turns out that at noon, you don't do your power hour at noon because you do it at 8 p.m. or you do it at 4 a.m. I want you to do it for the people who are going to join us in doing this. I want you to do your power hour. When you do your power hour, just go live in the group. Okay, just go live in the group, share it in the group, explain to people what you're doing. If you have a process, if you have a checklist, whatever it is you use, share that with the people who are on the call. Let them kind of follow the bouncing ball when it comes to you sharing that. Okay. So that's another thing you're going to start to see. Again, you're not seeing that on the calendar. The other thing you don't see on the calendar is this team call or any of the other team calls that happen. Okay? One of the cool things about our team is we have a lot of independent leaders. That's pretty rare. Okay. Most teams, you have one leader. Everybody does what the leader says. There's one call. That's not the case here. Okay. The case here is that I have a call. Kelly's got a call, Lee's got a call, Carrie Casserly, they do their call together now. And Chris has a call, and Mike has a call. There's lots of different calls. You kind of have to figure out which one of those you want to plug into and which resources are valuable for you. And that's where you should be. So don't feel like you need to go to every one of those. That's why I didn't put them on the calendar. Is they're really separate from what we're doing here. What we're doing here is we're creating one plan and a bunch of resources that go along and support that plan. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to overwhelm people with extra information. So the power hours are something you're going to start to see on a more consistent basis. So when you start to see those, you'll know exactly kind of what's going on. They do them in the Beachbody Champions group all the time. I think generally they're really, really helpful. And they just kind of give an idea of like what it looks like. because I think that's kind of a question I get a lot is like, yeah, but what do you do? What does it look like? How do you, do all this stuff? Just sitting there and watching somebody do their power, it can be a little boring, but I think it's really, really helpful. Let's talk a little bit about the featured product. This was one of Chris's ideas, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. I sort of touched on it earlier, but what we're going to do is we'll sort of have every week. Let's go back to the calendar. Every week we'll have a little bit of a theme, okay? And then I'm going to be creating some resources that talk about that theme. So what I did a couple days ago was I told you guys, hey, in October, we're going to feature Energize. What's your favorite thing about Energize? And a lot of people commented on that thread. Thank you, by the way, because it really helps me help you. So what we can do with all those comments is we can turn those into testimonials. And we can start to create some templates for things like Instagram stories, where those Instagram stories are featuring your testimonial. This is where we're going to get into Canva, okay? And this is where, again, if you're starting to zone out on me, don't zone out. Just hit the timeout. I wish you could pause this live. You can't. Don't worry about it. Like I said, it's going to be recorded, and you'll be able to go back and follow me step by step by step. And guess what? I have a detailed instruction sheet for you on exactly how to do all of this stuff. It's super, super easy. So let me just first describe the basis of how we got here. Mike Karpenko actually sent me a website, kind of a landing page type website that was created by another coach in the network. And he was like, this is kind of cool. There were some issues with it. It wasn't personalizable. So you couldn't take it and put your name on it. It just sort of said, contact your coach. And I was like, yeah, that's okay, but it's not personal. It doesn't look like you created it because it doesn't have your name on it anywhere. Doesn't have your contact information on it anywhere. So it's not really that helpful. It's a good place to get information, but we have lots of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create a way to allow you to create, very simply, by the way, basically a landing page. That's where it started. I just want to create, what's a great way to create a landing page? Spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the best way to do this would be. We landed on Canva. So if you have not used Canva, it's pretty simple to use. It's pretty straightforward to use. And for you, it's free. Okay, I had to upgrade to the pro account so that I can create these templates for you to be able to use. I'm going to just walk you through this here in just a minute. I just want to give you a little background on that whole thing. So if you're kind of watching this, if you can just pop your Canva open while I'm running my mouth. It's super easy to use. It's super versatile. They have a ton. I will just show you Canva real quick. They have a ton of free templates. I've been using Canva for years. 2014, went to Marketing Impact Academy, and Shalene Johnson was the one who turned me on to it. So I just created a free account here so I could sort of resemble you. So the pro account looks a little bit different. I want to use this sort of little test account. You can see it's called FCN Test as this. So the first thing you do once you have your Canva rolling is figure out where you're at. We're going to say small business, okay? So it's going to want you to try the pro version for free for 30 days. If you want to, cool. There are some very cool things you can do with it. One of the things is creating a brand, and it'll save all your colors. If you have specific colors or specific fonts, and every time you go into Canva, you've got to gotta hunt down this font, or I got to hunt down this color, or maybe I got to use the little slider thing to get a custom color. If you have the pro account, you can be like, this is our brand kit. Here's our font. Here's our colors. Here's our different templates. You can create templates. You can also then share those templates with other people and they can use them. What's cool about it is when I'm using, so I'm going to say maybe later here, and I'm not going to invite anybody to collaborate. And then we'll just start our first design. So again, Canva is pretty easy. I'm going to just show you really quickly in case you don't know this. I'm just looking for social media. So this is how easy Canva is to use. I'm just going to give you a basic tutorial of Canva. So, we're kind of in here and we're like, I've got a great quote I want to share, something like that, right? So I'm just looking for something cool to just kind of provide me with a template. You can see how much free stuff it is. This is all free. I mean, we're still in free here, all the way down here, all this stuff. Let's use this one. So again, like here's your, you need to say happy Valentine's Day to somebody. Cool. What if it's not Valentine's Day and you just want to say happy birthday? That's how easy that one is. Happy birthday day. Right? You can change all this stuff. Move all this around. You can change this background image to something else. Super easy. Again, like let's go with the waterfall thing. Why is that not working? Oh, I see, because there's image here, right? Why is this not working? Doop. Yay. It's like that easy, right? Just to do all this cool stuff. Super easy design. You can see I spent like 0 time working on this, and I already have a little design that's ready to go. And it looks a lot better than just a regular old, hey, hi, social media post, right? So there's a ton of stuff you can do. You can also upload photos here. So if I have, let's just say this is a picture of me, right? I can put pictures in here like that. Let's push this backwards a little bit, right? And you can just move all this stuff around. You can resize everything. Super, super easy resource to use. So I'm gonna bail out of that design and get rid of it. Your clutter, go away. So this is your basic Canva account. And I'm going to show you how to take some of these assets that we've created and use them for your business. So what do they look like? So first of all is the landing pages. So here's what the landing pages look like. Created a couple of different ones. The first one is no video, okay? And you'll see these I'm about to publish a file here once I get the call recording done. There's a link, and there's a link to this template for you to use. Maybe I'll just do that really quickly. Let me just go jump back over here. Do that. So here's the file. You'll see this file get published real soon. And as we kind of go down, this is me just walking you through what this month is going to look like. Here is the instructions. So if I copy and paste that, it's just going to bring up this simple, easy to use. This is what I'm going to walk you through right now, okay? How to customize your program launch in Canva. You open Canva, create an account, right? Replace name and contact info. So let's just do one of these really quickly, and I'll walk you through it. Sorry, Zoom's little control keys are in my way. Oops. Sorry. All right, let's do the one with the sizzle video, because I like the sizzle videos. I think those are cool. So I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it. And when I do, it's going to tell me that Dave Ward has created a template to share with you. You say, use template. Here's what's cool. This is now yours. It's on your Canva, and you can use it. And you can make whatever changes you want to it, and it will not affect the template for everybody else to use it. So don't worry about that. I want you to customize these things. If you don't like this font, change it. Okay? If you don't like this text, change it. I want you to add your name, and here's how easy that is. You get rid of coach name and you type your name. And then the phone number, that's optional. If you want to add a phone number, add a phone number. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead add my email. Okay. Does this look like I created this now? Doesn't it? See, now it's got my contact information on. Something that small makes this much more professional and much more customizable. And again, if you don't like any of this stuff, you can change it. You can just use this as a starting point. We come down to page 2. Okay, on page 2, same thing, coach name. Right, I'm just going to add my email. And I'm not going to worry about the website right now. You may or may not have a website. If you got a website, add it. Cool. Looks like it's even more customizable. Here's what's cool. This picture right here, you click on that, and then you go up to this little button. This is the link button. And again, this document's going to walk you through all this stuff. So if this is kind of like, what? That's technical. It's not. It's pretty easy. And we're going to walk you through the whole thing. Okay. So again, we click on that envelope, go up to link. This link, I'm going to copy it and just show you where it goes real quick. It goes here. It goes here. It goes to your Team Beachbody, coach website. Okay. You can redirect it wherever you want. If you've got a website and you have a contact me form, which if you have a website, you should have a contact me, send it there. Okay. How do you do that? Real simple. Just change this link. Okay. Change this link. If you don't have a website, all you got to do is change this number. Okay. So apply. What I just did was create a 2-page landing page that will play this video. And I'm going to show you how to publish it now. And then I'm going to go back and see how many questions there are. And again, you can watch this over and over again. But here's what we do. Okay, where it says print flyers, we click the drop down and we want to show more. We keep scrolling. We got to scroll and we got to scroll. And this is a new feature that they're beta testing now. So I'll show you one of the little issues with it that will be fixed shortly. And so we just click website. Then this is an important piece, okay, how you do this. At the retreat, I had this published in presentation. When you're in presentation, people have to click these arrows to go from page to page. It's a little bit hard to see. It's still fine, but scrolling is much, much better, right? So now I'm going to open the website. So here's what it looks like. This is your now customized landing page that you can use to share 6 weeks of the work. We started with 6 weeks of the work because that's the product launch we had right now. So it made the most sense to start there. When you send this link, you just, again, copy this link and send it to somebody. When you send this link to somebody, this is where they go. Okay. What do? The first thing they're going to do is play the video.
It's game time, baby. When that buzzer go off, I want to know that.
Okay. That's the one with the sizzle video. So what I'm showing you right here. There's also one with the sample workout. The whole 35, 38-minute workout is on a landing page just like this. So when you share the sample workout with somebody, I think you should share using this type of a page. All right. And again, I've already got a template for you. All you got to do is change your personal information. And now you have a link that you can send somebody that's your landing page. When I scroll down to page 2, right? If they click here, it's going to run them over to my coach. Remember, it was Monica's before. That was this one. It's Monica's before, but I changed the coach ID number. So now it goes to mine, and that's what you'll want to do as well. And they can email me straight through this page. And again, if you got a different way for people to contact you, cool. You could link it to your Facebook Messenger. This is another idea. That's m.me and whatever your, if I do it real quick, I'll show you, m.me Fit Club Network. And then it's just going to ask me to sign in. And boom, I'm sending the Fit Club Network a message right now. Okay. So again, that's m.me Fit Club Network. Or whatever your page is called. Okay. So that's pretty easy. Okay. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do that in just a second. But that's where it's going now. All right. If they click here on this little heart, or you could change this to be the whole thing, but if they click on this little heart, it launches the fit test for them. Okay. So they've got all the information they need to figure this product out. Now, we're going to start to create a lot of these. Okay. It's not just for the work. We're going to do it for the featured product. And we're going to do it for the business opportunity presentation. So when you invite somebody to the business opportunity presentation, you're going to be sending them something like this. It's going to look a little different. It's not going to say 6 weeks of the work. It's going to say, hey, come join us and learn more. And then instead of having Mwala up here, we will have, oh, I canceled out of it. Hold on. What? That's not cool. I don't know what happened there. There's 2 coaching videos. You'll see these in the file section, but there's two coaching videos. I have them both on this page here on our website. Kind of do that however you want. We'll create one using the how it works video, which is kind of the cute, snappy one where they're like everybody's snapping and it's a little bit more fun. It's a little more playful. There's lots of different voices speaking. So it holds your attention. Then there's the other one that's the invitation to coaching. That's Carl speaking, looking you right in the eye. It's more serious. The pace is slower for people who are like more serious about building a business. This is the video I would share with them. For most people, it's going to be the how it works video because it's just kind of fun and it's great. So we'll create, again, you'll have landing pages with those videos. They'll look a little bit different here. They won't have this color. This is all branded for 6 weeks of the work. Okay, so I'm going to see who's got questions, and then we'll come back and I'll show you a little bit more about some of the other stuff we're going to do. So let me just check and see if there's questions. The link box is almost. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, Nicola. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to show you in just a second again how to link that to your Facebook Messenger. I haven't actually tried that. It just occurred to me that I could do it that way, but I will hopefully be able to get. It's Zoom's little controls, I think, is what you're talking about. When you share, Zoom has this little control panel thing, and it sometimes gets in the way. So let's this thing right here. Let me move this down here. Maybe that will accommodate us better. So let's try that. Let's try this again with this time a different template. Let's do it with the sample workout. Okay, so here's the sample workout template. Just copy that. And then I paste it over to Canva. Oh, I don't want to do it there. Paste it over to Canva here. Hey, here's my template. You can see the 38-minute, 42-second video is all here. Let's use this template. So I'm going to skip like doing coach name, coach phone, website. You know what I'm doing there. What I want to see is this. So again, I don't think you could see this before. I think that's what Nicola was saying. But if you click on this envelope, there's a little thing. There's a link. See that link? Click on that link, it pulls up a URL. The URL is what leads to your Team Beachbody Coach page. This number determines where it goes. So if you leave it as 130, it's going to go to Monica's page. Okay, that's not what you want. You want them going to yours. So just replace 1130 with your coach ID number, and it'll be universal with everything we create. Or let's just try this. I have not done this before, so I'm kind of the Club Network. Let me see what happens when we do it that way. So again, I would normally, update all this coach name stuff. I'm not going to deal with that. So again, to walk you through publishing it to the web, and it is creating a separate website, by the way. You go to print flyers, drop that down, and then show more. And then we scroll and we scroll and we scroll till we get to website. It's easy to find if you look for this beta thing, but we go to website. Then at website, we do it scrolling. Okay, not presentation, but scrolling. Let's see what this looks like. I want to see if this messenger thing works. So again, you want to send somebody the sample workout, do it this way.
How many times do people tell you that you can't do it? Well, these results, you don't have to work. We got to cash in, baby.
That's the whole thing. Okay.
The rest of the guys stop early.
The whole sample workout's here. Again, it's going to have your contact information because you're going to put that stuff in. And let's just try this. So if they click on the envelope, what happens? Boom. I like that better. I like that better than I do actually the Team Beachbody page. But it's kind of up to you. Again, you can change all this stuff. You can do whatever you want. I put this addition in here about getting contact me to get my promo code. Okay, everybody, when it comes to the work, we all have a promo code that's specific to us. I was gonna put it on here, okay, but I decided instead that I wanted them to contact me to get it. Tell you what, you want to put your promo code on there? Put your promo code on there. Okay, my promo code won't work for your people. That's one of the reasons I didn't put it on there. So you could just take this out and go use this promo code for a discount. Here's how hard that is. Whoops. Use my promo code for a discount good until end of the month, and then whatever your promo code is. Type that in, boom. Now, when I go to print flyers, I go down to website. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the presentation one real quick and why I don't like it. First thing I don't like about it is if you're on page 2, it publishes to page 2. But I'll show you presentation really quickly. It's an option. Again, this is for you to work with. Same thing, video comes across the same way. Just to get to page 2, they got to click, instead of scrolling up and down, they got to click this arrow. And it's okay on desktop. It is hard to see on a phone. A lot of people, when I launched this, I accidentally published it to page 2, and they were like, "Where's page 1?" And because this little arrow is a little bit difficult to see, so I don't recommend presentation. I like scrolling a lot better. But here's my promo code. Use my promo code. Do whatever you want. Message me on Facebook, because you can kind of do whatever you want. Now, that may seem a little bit overwhelming. Don't get overwhelmed by it, okay? Just going to kind of click out of this so I don't have 90 tabs open. Don't get overwhelmed by it. It's actually very, very easy to do. You'll get used to it really quickly. Here's the other thing we're doing. And again, right now, we just have these ready for the work because we just decided to start there. And where's my link to the stories? Bummer. Hold on one second. So this is the Canva Pro account. We have Instagram stories too, though. And for whatever reason, I just forgot to grab this link. So let me just do that really quickly. You don't need to know how to do this. Pop that here. And then we go back to my Canva account. And I just paste it in. Hey, guess what? Dave Ward created a template for you to use. These are Instagram stories, okay? You just take these, upload them straight to your phone. Boom, boom, boom. Here's your Instagram story. Do whatever you want with it. Same thing. Customize it. Put your promo code in there. Put a link to your website. Contact me. Swipe up. Do whatever you want with these, okay? It's not going to mess anybody else up because this is now yours, okay? It's just a starting point for you to be able to use these stories. So I want to go back really quickly to the calendar and show you how this fits in with Energize, the focus product, and your comments. So week 1, the theme is kickstart your day. What I found was a lot of people who told me what they liked about Energize said they love Energize. They don't drink coffee anymore. They start their day with Energize, or they get up and they work out at like 4:30 in the morning. They don't have time to drink a cup of coffee and read the newspaper. They got to get this thing done. So what do? They hammer some Energize and they work out. We'll be using those quotes and these images and some other images from Beachbody to create Instagram stories just like this, but for Energize, that will kind of follow that theme. Okay. The next week, it's scientifically proven. So we'll create Instagram stories for you to be able to use whatever you want around the theme of scientifically proven. We'll kind of explain like, what is this gold dust that stains everything it touches and why does it do that? What is quercetin? Okay. What is beta alanine? What are these different ingredients that are in this thing that makes it all natural, not Monster Energy here, all natural. Some people had some comments about that, right? The next one, all the feels, right? Some people said stuff like, makes my brain tingle and I like it. Cool. We're going to use those quotes. We're going to use those quotes and create Instagram stories for you that you can use in that particular week. It's going to be up to you how to use all these different assets. I think one of the cool things is you're probably going to get into Canva and start using Canva a little bit. And you're going to go, whoa, this is way easier than the way I've been doing it. And if I give you a starting point and you can change all this stuff, again, like, okay, let's say you don't like this font. Well, change it. Change it. I don't care. Doesn't matter. It's too small. I want it bigger. Make it bigger. It's too big. I want it smaller. Make it small. Don't care. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. So I'm going to just jump out of this share real quick. Hopefully you can see that. I want to make sure you can see that link thing. So my pic. Oh, it's my picture. I see. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how to do that. 1 second. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get that to work. Where'd you go? Let's try that again. I'm just trying to take a screenshot of it so you can see that link thing. If you're in Canva, you should be able to see it. Come on. Yeah, okay, let's try this. So here's I just took a screenshot of the Canva screen. So the link button is right here. It's this guy. Okay, that's the link button. I think my photo, my little image in my screen, I always drag it to the center, but on yours is probably sitting up here in the corner. And it's right there, this little link button, and that's how you add your Facebook Messenger, or you redirect it to your Team Beachbody Coach website, kind of whichever you prefer. A little bit of an important step though, because if you don't make that change, it's going to go direct to Monica's, and that's not really what we want. I'm going to use Facebook Messenger. I think that's a pretty awesome way to do that. And again, like this is the Instagram story, but if I go back, so once I go home, right, now I've created that, right? And these landing pages live here. They live here. So I can make changes to them. I can do whatever I want with them. You can see like the one I edited a little bit, that Instagram story, it's here. The original one is here. I can make changes to these. I could make as many, you can make as many as you want. You just use the template. And again, you just open that up and customize it however you want. If you click on that link, and it's that link, I know it's right underneath, I'm pretty sure it's like right underneath my face, which I wish I could move. Maybe I can. Maybe that's working now. I'm not sure. Oh, can you see it now? Let me see if Nicola tells me she can see it. Okay. Yeah. So again, you click on the link and you just change your coach ID number, or it's m.me/ Fit Club Network for me, right? And then apply. I'm gonna show you this again. Hopefully you can see this. I'll tell you what, maybe if I drag it down a little lower, make sure it's underneath. But we go to print flyers and we go to show more, down to website. Make sure we're in scrolling. It's an important little step. Open the website. Here we are. When somebody wants to reach out to me, boom. Hi, Messenger. So hopefully you guys got that. I'm going to just, stop this share and go back and just see if there's questions. We're going to have some more training on this. Okay. We're going to have some more training on this, and hopefully you can see it. And figure out how to do all this stuff, but it's really pretty self-explanatory. All right. And again, we're going to have all these different resources for you to use. So when we have a product launch, it's going to look a lot like the stuff I just showed you. It'll be like specific to that product. It'll be, boom, here's the product launch. Here's the day it's coming out. I've got a promo code, contact me. And we'll have different ones, one without a video. I was going to have one without a video. I think it's just a good idea to have it. You can use it different ways too. You could publish as an image at that point. If you have one with a video and you publish as an image, it still has that little play button. People are going to be trying to click on the play button, wondering like, why doesn't this thing play? It's broken. This sucks. I hate it. But if you have one that just doesn't have video on it, that's why we created one that just has an image. One with a video, one or two other ones with videos, depending kind of on what's out there and what resources are available given for that particular launch. Bar is the big one that we're thinking of as we move in and really crush this fourth quarter and get ready for next year. That's what motivates a lot of this stuff, is we're really trying to crush 2020. Okay. And in order to do that, you can't start in January. Okay. And I every year I talk to you guys about this. You can't start in January. That's not when you crush January. I've talked to so many people over the 12 years of doing this who, are like, oh yeah, I'm going to crush it in January. And I was like, cool. Guess what? It's October. Okay. That gives you enough time to learn what you're doing, make a list, start talking to people. You want to crush it in January? Go into January as an Emerald coach, not a brand new coach who has no idea what they're doing. Go into January as an Emerald coach who's dialed into the training, understands how to use the different resources that are available, and has a good, solid support system, and is bringing people to the business opportunity presentation. Okay. Which is the other thing we're going to create the resources for, right? There's product launch, do product launch. We'll have a featured product. This month it's Energize. We're going to be meeting as our leaders group towards the end of the month to determine what it's going to be for next month. Let's say it's 3-day refresh. Seems like December might be a good one for a 3-day refresh, like right on the back end of Thanksgiving, but Halloween's there too. And there's a lot of people who do the 3-day refresh on the regular. So maybe that's not a great example. Bars, let's use the bars, right? There's tons of assets for the bars. Like there's some rad videos. I don't know if you guys have seen these or not, but I'm gonna share. I don't know if you've seen these, but there are really cool things for the bars, all of which I have up on my Vimeo. And again, sorry for the 19,000 tabs that I have open, but I have been cranking on this. I want my videos. Like where's this one is so cool. So what if you had a landing page with a link to contact you that played this? Get the idea. Okay, pretty effective tool to be able to share that along with and it's got your name all over it. It's, you know, presents you as a real professional on what you're doing, and it's going to give people more information. If you got a promo code, it's a great way to get people to contact you. The other thing about these resources is whenever we create stuff like this, it becomes a recruiting tool. Okay, because people want to know, like, how'd you do that? And when you tell them, oh, our team just creates these things. Our team creates them and they give them to us. And all you got to do is change your name and your contact information. And then it rolls out and we can use all this stuff. It's easy because this is what you do. And you just boom, boom, boom. Here's the link. That's it. Right. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Use Canva. You know, for real. Like the more I get into it, the more I see like how incredibly versatile it is. I mean, we've been using it to create things like the recognition graphics. I'm sorry, I'm way behind on volume. I just been doing this. I've been so anxious to show this to you guys, but this is what I've been doing. Let me just go check comments. You may hear my voice here in just a second because it's hopefully you can see it. You know, the recognition graphics. Okay. All right, I'm just checking the comments. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to go back, share again, and show you this document. Okay, this document, it's kind of big. Let me just see if I can make it. No, I can't. This is all the instructions. This is exactly what I just walked you through. Okay, that's what this document does. Get a Canva account, replace the name and contact information, add your messenger link. I'm going to change this a little bit so it does add that m.me for messenger because I think that's actually really cool. Replace the name and contact information. We already have that. It's duplicative. I'm not sure why there's two of those anyway. And then share with your customers, right? And so then it gives you some different ways to share. I like the website format. I just think this is cool. And I think it's simple. It's concise. It's going to give them a little bit of an idea about what this program is all about. And, you know, if we're talking about Energize, it'll have some basic information. You could, you know, with the Energize one, you could change this section to say, contact me for a sample. You know, we do the little sample packs and we send out samples all the time, and contact me for a sample of Energize. Anything to get people to click this thing to either go to your Team Beachbody page or shoot you a message via Messenger. So, yeah, I'm pretty fired up about it. I want to see if there's anything else I'm missing because, like, I feel like again we're drinking from a fire hose here. Talked about the business opportunity presentations and Energize, and just kind of the calendar. So like I said, I'm super excited about next year. And the best way to crush it next year is to crush it this quarter. There's a lot of stuff that, again, people are just going to wait. They're going to be like, oh, well, January's coming. I'll just wait for my annual January, you know, check-in session. Don't do that. Don't do that. Learn how to do this now. Okay. Get with the beat of the drum of what we're doing right now. Start thinking about people to bring to the business opportunity presentation. Okay. That I think is going to be very valuable. And again, you know, we're going to be collecting a library. So kind of just to review what I talked about. Every month, we're going to have a plan. Okay. We're going to have a coordinated calendar. I'll be publishing the calendar here in a minute. A coordinated calendar, all right, that has a couple of consistent elements. The first one is business opportunity presentations. The second one is new coach orientations that follow the week after the business opportunity presentations. We're going to take those business opportunity presentations and put them all up on the coach training website in a library with a little caption that explains who's doing the business opportunity presentation. So you can make sure that you're getting, if, for example, your prospect is a teacher, and maybe we have Kelly Posner do the call, and Kelly used to be a teacher, is a high school counselor, can totally relate on that level to what that world looks like, right? That's going to be a real great presentation to send. Maybe it's not me. I'm okay with that, believe me. So it's just going to kind of depend on who you're talking to, but we'll have this library of those things set up. So business opportunity presentation, new coach orientation. New coach orientation, again, is going to be designed to build off of that 22 minutes in the Get Started section in the Coach Online Office that was added literally this morning. So if you are like, I don't even know what you're talking about, it's in the Coach Online Office under training and getting started. Instead of that first 30 training that used to be there, what we have now is we have this getting started training. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. I don't think it's enough for a coach to really build a big business, but it's enough to help them start a challenge group. I mean, I do think it's going to be effective to sort of combat the, we have as an issue with people getting ready to get ready. And it's like, what'd you do today? Oh, I worked super hard. Really? What'd you do? Oh, I did all this training. Okay. There's a lot of training you need to do. That's for sure. But we really want people out in the field doing the work. That's the best way to learn. That's the philosophy behind their training. What we're going to do is we're going to build on that, and we're going to help people put together a plan for wherever it is that they want to go. And you guys know me well enough to know it's not a judgment thing. It's like, if you want to be a discount customer, cool. Like if you want to be a level 4 full-time person, that's cool too. There's just different plans. We just need to make sure you get connected with the right one so you get the support you need. The other thing is going to be a featured product every month, and we will vary that featured product depending on what's going on. We might do pumpkin mocha, peppermint mocha. Pumpkin mocha sounds gross. I don't like pumpkin. I'm not a pumpkin person, but peppermint mocha sounds awesome. Okay. So again, like if that's something we do, we'll just kind of create similar, what you've seen with the stuff we're doing for the work, create those similar assets, Instagram stories and landing pages, get those in your hands so that you can promote whatever that featured product is. Where you can really help me is when I ask for some, like, what's your favorite thing about the beach bars, for example? Give me some feedback, okay? Because I'm using that. I'm going to be using that in all those productions. Sorry, the printer spooled up right there. So you can really help me to make my life a little bit easier in creating all that stuff by participating. And I think it's going to be fun. If you've got an Instagram story and it's like you see you or one of your coaches or just somebody who says, I love Instagram because it makes my brain tingle and I like it, something like that. I don't think anybody actually said that. I just thought it was funny. I think it'll be cool. It'd just be like we're in a collaborative here. And that's one of the feelings that I really want to get out of this. I'm also super excited to just kind of bring Chris and his team. Chris has been a friend for years, and his team's going to be spending a lot more time with us and doing a lot more stuff with us, which I think is really, really cool. And I'm really excited about that. So I'm just going to see if there's questions. If not, I'm going to hit publish on this file pretty soon here. And I hope you guys just go out and crush it and enjoy using these resources. Okay, let me see, Monique. I'm going to share to Facebook or Instagram the videos. I'll link. All right, let me try that. Let me try that. I'm going to do it on my. Oh yeah, let me cover this really quickly. It's a little bit of a technical thing, but it's worth covering. I think I know what you're talking about, Monique. Let me just get to the right spot. So let's share really quickly. Yeah, it's a little bit of a technical issue, and it's because this is in beta is the problem. So if I go back here to Facebook, this is a Facebook page that I created as kind of a testing account. So if I just copy this link, right, this is what's going to come up. Okay, it's going to come up like this. This thumbnail kind of sucks. It's going to change. Canva has just told us like, hey, we're betaing this, and we will create a way so it'll preview that website. Like if I showed you in a text, it comes up differently in a text. In a text, it comes up with a nice little thumbnail of the page. It looks really good. You can kind of test that on your own. Here, it comes up with this. So what I did is I closed that out. Okay, and I'm actually not going to create this post because I did it earlier. I closed that out, and I just took a screenshot of it. So this is the image. So this is just an image. It's not the actual page, right? But what they have to do is they have to click on the link. Once they click on the link, now they're on a separate web page. Let me see if that answers your question. You don't have any, no, it's not about how many followers you have. It's just, I'm not sure how you're sharing it. Let's follow up. Just follow up with me in Messenger, Monique, and we can figure it out. There's something that's wonky though, because you shouldn't. It doesn't have anything to do with the followers. Because the page I just showed you that I was doing it on there, it has like hardly any. It's literally a couple of years ago I realized no one had a Facebook page with the name Dave Ward, so I just grabbed it, and then I do stuff like testing with it, and every now and then I get messages from people who are angry at some other dude named Dave Ward who did all this crazy stuff to him. There's some funny stories behind that, but that is for another time. So like I said, I'm going to hit publish on the file section. It's incomplete, so all the stuff that's up there right now is just the work. We are still working on the Energize stuff and the BizOps stuff. All that will be coming soon, but I wanted to get the work stuff in your hands as quickly as possible since it's launched Sunday night at like 8 p.m. and is out and available now, and it's kind of a hot new thing, and I want to get that in your hands. So with that, I'm signing off. Thanks for your time. Looking forward to crushing 2020 with you all, you guys. See you in a bit. If you have questions, message me.